Hi, I am Dora. I am going to explain the process of the OSI layer. Come with me and learn more about it. The OSI model is a conceptual model that characterizes and standardizes the communication functions of a telecommunication or computing system. There are 7 layers in the OSI model. The application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, network layer, data link layer, and physical layer. In the sense of purpose and responsibility, each layer is independent.
Here are the first 3 application layer. Layer 7 is the application layer. Layer 6 is the presentation layer. Layer 5 is the session layer.
Come on, vámonos! Everybody, let's go! Come on, let's get to it! I know that we can do it!
Welcome to the application layer. This is where the services that are used with end-user applications over the network.
The presentation layer, this is where it presents data to the receiver in a form it recognizes. This layer is usually part of an operating system and converts incoming and outgoing data from one presentation format to another. Let's continue our adventure. And let's proceed to the next layer. This is the session layer. This is where the layer sets up, coordinates, and terminates conversations. Services include authentication and reconnection after an interruption. This is also where it establishes a connection and terminates when no longer required.
Let's now check the map on what layer will come next. The next layer is the transport layer. Then, the network layer. And the data will pass through the data link layer. And finally, the last layer is the physical layer.
Welcome to the transport layer. This layer manages packetization of data, then the delivery of the packets, including checking for errors once it arrives. This layer also acknowledges the flow of data, including retransmission when required.
Hello, and welcome to the network layer. This layer handles the addressing and routing of the data. This layer also adds the appropriate network addresses to the packets.
The data link layer. This layer sets up links across the physical network, putting packets into network frames.
Finally, we're in the final layer of the OSI model. Let's go.
Welcome to the physical layer. This layer conveys the bit stream through the network at the electrical, optical, or radio level. It provides the hardware means of sending and receiving data on a carrier network. This transmits the data on the medium and is then received by another computer's physical layer. Back to the data link layer, where the bits become frame and is transferred error-free. Then the network layer, where frames turn back into packets, and then sent to the upper layers. And to the transport layer, where validations of the data take place. Then, will be sent to the session layer, for connections called coordinates or terminated. Back to the presentation layer, where the data is converted and can be read by the presentation layer off the receiver. And finally, received and presented to the receiver, via the application layer.